Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And here's what the Utah Jazz schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll be facing Zach LaVine and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with the Trailblazers, that's one to watch for. The fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Collins at power forward, Zubats in the middle. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then there's George, then it's Bailey, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. And so off the tip, it's Los Angeles. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Sensabaugh, no good.
Oh, you missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Harden can't hit. Here's Sensabaugh to the inside. Here's Bailey. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Kessler against Zubats. Pass to Beal. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. 4-point game. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Kessler. No good there. Great D that time from Zubats. Collins, high post. Markkanen's there. Out to Leonard. And here's Zubats. He's covered by Kessler. Zubats' shot is off.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
It's George with the drive. Chalk up 2 there.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back over to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kessler, a screen on Harden. Here's George. Here he goes. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from George. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here, not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Shams, thank you very much for that report. Harden finds Zubats. Tipped away and stolen by Leonard. Shot from 16. He gets it in there.
Well, the mid-range is certainly the area that he is most comfortable. Kawhi Leonard, that's where he started, folks.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen sets a screen from the line, and he gets it to go off the front iron.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Down low. Here's Zubats, and it's slammed in by Zubats.
Yeah, if you allow Zubats positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. And it's blocked by Harden. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Here's Harden. Puts up a three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. Fourth, Ivica Zubats.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Bailey. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And a play like this has to make you excited for Bailey's future. If he's able to add more muscle, he's going to be tough to contain.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to George. Now Kessler, still without a bucket. Clock at 4. Out to the right wing. And here's Bailey for 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles leading by 4. Beal outside. Harden from outside. Knocks down the triple. Harden's got 10.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Markkanen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
But we know Markkanen can face up and make shots, but I love when he mixes it up on the interior. That's really good touch.
Three-pointer, Harden. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. He's got 13.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
George passes to Kessler. Pass to Bailey. And they get it back. Tries again. Here's George. The shot that time not on target. Harden with the defensive effort. Markkanen against Beal. Lays it up and banks it in. Beal's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. The Clippers making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Bailey. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Wow, the Kawhi claw comes out to put a stop on that attack.
Harden from outside. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bailey, the pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Lopez. The three-pointer off the mark. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 10. Rebounded by James Harden. The Clippers have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Beal's shot is off. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Now here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. 5 to shoot. Back to George. Shoots over Beal. He hits the back iron and sinks it. George has got 5.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Beal from outside. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Kessler, a screen on Harden. George passes to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
Leonard, left side. Now here's Lopez. It's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Harden. The rebound by Markkanen.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Shoots over George. And that one comes up a bit short. Jazz trail by 11. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Leonard, following the bucket by Utah.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Bailey, the pass to Kessler. Kessler, a screen on Harden. George with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Markkanen outside. There's the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 7.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A line change here for Utah. And then for Los Angeles, Jones, he's checked in for Zubac. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Chris Paul in for James Harden. And there's a minute 45 left in the opening quarter. Paul passes to Beal. Lopez, the screen on Williams. Nurkic with the block.
Boy, that's great anticipation by Yusuf Nurkic. He saw what they were trying to do and snuffs it out.
Jazz trail by 6. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history there.
Yeah, losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
Anderson can't get it to go. And for the Clippers, they're shooting about 43% since tip-off. Lopez for 3. Williams grabs the board. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Well, I'll tell you, the savviness of Chris Paul on the break, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Now, here's Williams. Pass to Collier. Shot from the wing. Jones grabs the board. The Clippers lead by 8. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Beal against Williams. Now here's Lopez. Defense is right there. Just 4 to shoot. Bogdanovich from long range. The shot comes out.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Jazz trail by 8. On the floor for the Clippers. They've got Brook Lopez. Derek Jones is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then there's Chris Paul, and it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. Jones comes with a double team. Just 5 to shoot. Collier, no good. Los Angeles has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Beal with it. Over to the wing. Lopez passes to Beal. With the clock winding down. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Paul. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Beal goes in. Pass to Lopez. With the drive. Count it. Good. And here's Paul. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Beal. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Free throw drops for Beal. Big picture question, Doris. What do you think of the direction of the game?
I love where the game is. Players have never been more skilled. The three-point shooting and the tough shot making is at its highest level. And I think the physicality that's slowly being reincorporated is perfect.
And Beal drops them both. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster and some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken a step in the right direction with the draft haul they have and with the picks on the horizon. It's just going to take time.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
BA, I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Now here's Paul. Jacks up a 3. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Here's Anderson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, this is where Anderson has functioned for most of his career. So savvy on the interior.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Jazz trail by 8. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Paul. Collier, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. Bogdanovich passes to Lopez. Outside Paul. Collins outside. Back to Paul. The 3 is up. Utah grabs the miss. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Collier, defended by Bogdanovich. Here's Nurkic, and he buries his first look.
I'll tell you, the defender draped all over Yusuf Nurkic. He never loses his concentration. What a finish.
Now here's Paul. Outside Bogdanovich. And the 3-pointer goes. Bogdanovich has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Collier. No points so far. And the layup is good off the glass.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now Paul. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And a new group getting ready for Utah. Markkanen's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bailey comes in for Hendricks. Sensabaugh's checked in for Anderson. And it's George in for Collier. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Bogdanovich. Leonard outside. Paul finds Collins. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. 13 feet out. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Sensabaugh. Now here's George. Pass to Markkanen for three. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Leonard. And here's Lopez. Shoots over Filipowski. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Jazz trail by 7. Here's George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And the more experienced George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard. But he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season. And we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
And Doris, the Clippers coach, Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And B.A., a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
Now here's Harden. He's got 13. Out to Leonard. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 6-point game. George outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
To me, great offensive players have got to be able to draw contact and get to the free throw line. Keontae George does just that.
Yeah, and this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. He's off on the 1st. And Doris, when you have a veteran roster with some of the injury history of these Clippers, load management becomes a big consideration.
And B.A., how impressive is the resiliency of this team in the face of all that injury history they have? Credit the front office for the depth they have developed and the coaching staff for their incredible adaptability. It is nothing short of remarkable.
And he can't make the 2nd free throw either. He missed them both.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Yeah, James Harden showing you the physical strength through contact right there. That's a tough finish, folks. Look out.
Jazz trail by 8. George outside. Pass to Bailey. Over Leonard. The Jazz again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the 2nd. Here's George. Now Markkanen. It's Markkanen scoring inside.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Harden with it. Beal outside. Collins outside. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. Jazz trail by 9. And here's George. He has 6. Pass to Markkanen. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, B.A., is that
Sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lowry has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lowry can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
And he drops the first. Well, Lowry Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lowry's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Right side, Harden. Kicks it out to Collins. 4 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trail by 7. George outside. There's the triple. He drops it from range. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Clippers last season, inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers, Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you guys.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. Stolen by Harden. Kicks it out to Collins. Off target from three-point range.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's George. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
Collins outside. Back to Paul. From downtown. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 7 tonight. Markkanen inside. Leonard defending. And that one's good. Markkanen.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. Three-pointer, Harden on target from range. Harden's got 20.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Jazz trail by 5. Now George. 11 points in the game. Kessler passes to George. Markkanen outside. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Kessler. Rebound by the Clippers. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Paul looking over the floor. Outside Harden. To the right side. For 3, Collins. Utah with the rebound. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this game. Here's George. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
This is why you select Keontae George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
Outside Harden. Back to Leonard. Pass to Lopez. Out to Leonard. Here's Paul. 4-3. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 3. Here's George. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Now here's Harden. Wing shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. Harden's got 22.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Inside. Here's Sensabaugh. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 7 tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. 15 seconds left in the first half of this one. Shot clock at 5. Zubac with a screen on George. Three-pointer, Harden. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
James Harden, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He's now hit 6 threes in this game. Knows he has the green light to fire away. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
James, scoring seems to come easy for you. What's your mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. It's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. I think that's what we're here for. And so, guys, just go out there and compete, have fun, and just play hard.
Well, the kids are getting a great show tonight. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Checking out Los Angeles. I always prefer to start the season at home. They don't have that luxury, but sometimes the W is even sweeter on the road.
Yeah, they'll try to build up momentum before heading home for the next one.
And as for our game here, we have to talk about James Harden. That was quite a first-half performance.
When Harden is on his game, very few players are tougher to stop. As we've seen, he can put the team on his back and take over.
Yeah, even when the defense keys on him, he finds a way to score. And you know what, Shaq? His beard, your beard when you have one, I can't tell you apart.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Man, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Here's George. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then it's Bailey. Then there's George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now. Pass to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Collins. Markkanen misses. The Clippers lead by 6. From outside the arc. Oh, wow!
How about putting on a show? Bradley Beal, the aerial improvisation.
Now here's George. There's a screen. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Beal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Three-pointer, Harden. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. And it's Utah with the ball. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. George against Beal. George's shot is off.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Kessler, a screen on Harden. Pass to Kessler. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there. Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Beal gets the bucket.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Ooh, poked away. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. In third, the Clippers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Markkanen outside. Outside Harden. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Man, did Zubats get off his feet in a hurry. What a finish.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. George with it. 15 points in the game. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
Now the Clippers with it. This run now up to 13-2. Beal outside. And there's a pick. Takes it inside. Here's Zubats.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubats. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubats is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
George outside.
Blocked! Boy, how about the D from Zubats there? The big man from Croatia doing some things defensively.
Five on the clock. Here's Markkanen. Blocked again!
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
For three, Collins. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got 7 rebounds in the game. Shoots over Collins. Markkanen misses. Harden with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Harden, the pass to Zubats. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Beal surveying the D. Pass to Leonard. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Bailey. Leonard defending. Uses the glass on the layup. Bailey's got 7 points.
And even if he doesn't have the wider frame some guys do, Bailey's not going to let contact keep him from finishing.
And Harden's got the ball here for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Beal, the pass to Collins, and he makes it. He's got 9.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And it's Utah with the ball. George outside. Pass to Bailey. Good work defensively by Leonard. The Clippers lead by 21. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Beal outside. Off target with the 3.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Markkanen outside. Back to George. Markkanen outside. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Shoots over Harden. That one rolls around and rims out.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Collins outside. Fires for 3. Kessler with a rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Here's Markkanen. Shoots over Collins. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Bailey. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Here's George. And here's Bailey for 3. Connects from downtown. Bailey's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
Back to Harden. Leonard for 3. Utah grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Kessler. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Well, you love to see Kessler draw the contact right there. Get that defender into a compromised position.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
He misses the free throw. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Pass to Beal. Harden scanning the floor. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Bailey. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
A tale of 2 halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
Leonard outside. Pass to Lopez. Outside Harden. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Zubac.
James Harden is the master of pick and roll action. This guy flawless in his execution.
Jazz trail by 17. And here's George. He's got 17. Now Kessler. It's stolen by Leonard. Lets it go from the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Here's George. Pass to Sensabaugh. And there's the rejection.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. 2 points. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Keontae George proved to be comfortable from the outset in the league. This guy is relentless offensively.
Beal with it. Working on Filipowski. Lopez for 3. It doesn't go for him. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Pass to Bailey. Now Filipowski, hounded by Beal. George outside. Here's Sensabaugh. And they pick up 2.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Markkanen comes in for Bailey. Anderson's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Collier in for George. And then for Los Angeles, Jones comes in for Zubac. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Leonard. A minute 42 left in the third. Jones, the pass to Beal. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Beal's got 19 points.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Back to Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got his second basket on the night.
Well, everyone knows foul line and down is where Yusuf Nurkic does his best work.
Now here's Harden. He's got 34. Outside Jones. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Collier. Jazz trail by 19. Harden with the defensive effort.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
To the paint. Picked it out of midair. Here's Collier. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Fires the 3. No good. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Bogdanovich on the wing. And here's Beal, covered by Filipowski. And Beal with the basket on the assist by Bogdanovich.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so it's Los Angeles continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for the Clippers, it's Collins at power forward with Lopez at center. Chris Paul out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Here's Anderson. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
No good from 11 feet. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one. Paul finds Bogdanovich. Launches a 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 11 rebounds in the game. The Jazz shooting at about 44% so far. Here's Collier. Nurkic, a screen on Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez. You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Paul with it. Outside Bogdanovic. Lopez, the screen on Anderson. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Anderson. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Markkanen. Filipowski in the post. Collins there. Collier, no good.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Leonard passes to Collins. Anderson against Bogdanovic. Outside Paul. Lets it go from deep. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
Rejected by Lopez. Here's Leonard. Cans it with nobody near him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Nurkic, a screen on Paul. Pass to Nurkic. Lopez on the double team. It's Markkanen on the wing. This one for 3. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Leonard, good.
It's interesting. Coming into the league, Leonard's jumper was a question mark. Now, no one is second-guessing it.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Collier. And that one's good. Collier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Collins. Leonard, left side. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Markkanen, the pass to Filipowski. Markkanen inside. Collins defending.
Collins with the denial. How about that rim protection?
Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Sees his man. Threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bailey comes in for Filipowski. Sensabaugh is checked in for Anderson. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. And then for Los Angeles, Zubats, he's checked in for Lopez. Bradley Beal comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's James Harden in for Paul. Collins outside. Out to Leonard. Outside Harden. No good on the triple. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Right wing. George outside. And James Harden pulls it down. Harden's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, my goodness. John Collins with the emphatic finish.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting an average of 43% from the floor. George passes to Kessler. Now Markkanen. 6 to shoot. From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard up top to the middle. Takes the 3. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Sensabaugh. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Bradley Beal is one of the most difficult individuals to guard in the league. No surprise he comes up with the drawn foul there.
Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Here's Harden. Beal outside. Zubac screen inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
So strong, so tough. Ivica Zubac absorbs the contact and goes right through it.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And here's George. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's good from George.
Well, at 6'4", guys, Keontae George brings both length and athleticism to both guard positions, and you love that on the defensive end, he can guard multiple as well.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Zubac. Jones comes in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Paul in for Harden. Here's Beal. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Bailey. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Yeah, for this coaching staff, they want Bailey operating in the paint. I mean, he's got athleticism and touch.
Now Beal. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And it's blocked by Kessler.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
Stolen by Jones. In transition. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Beal's got his 7th assist here tonight. Now here's George. Markkanen outside. Pass to Kessler. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Paul. Beal, no good. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Paul.
He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
Stolen by Kessler. Pass to Bailey. Tipped. On the break. Here's Beal. Outside Jones. Had a miss there on the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, B.A. and give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
And he makes a first. Batum is checked in for the Clippers. George hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 22. Batum with a screen on George. Here's Paul. Outside Bogdanovich. Buries it from three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. George with it. Rebound by the Clippers. Lopez has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Brown, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lopez, the screen. Bogdanovich from long range. And for Utah, they're shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. To the inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, at 7 foot with a strong frame, Walker Kessler does a really nice job drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. Kessler with a rebound. Well, the Jazz shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Now here's Kessler, covered by Lopez. Back to Kessler. Markkanen outside. Just 5 to shoot. Overdone. And that one's good. Markkanen's got 19 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They show tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for James Harden.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
A line change here for Utah. Dunn, the pass to Paul. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Bogdanovich against Anderson. Lets it fly. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Bogdanovich.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
So it's Los Angeles now. Paul with it. He's picked up by Filipowski. And the first one at the line is good.
Chris Paul will go down as one of the great floor generals to ever play the game. He is the maestro at orchestrating offense.
Paul hits them both. And so it's Utah with it. George banked it in off the glass.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters. .23 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. No need to shoot.
This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Paul. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's leave you with our player of the game, James Harden.